I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it is cold out here today. But guess what? We still about to light it up. But before we do, let's talk a minute. Because in the summer months, when we light our charcoal and light our chimney, everything just works, right? Within 15 to 20 minutes, we're off and grilling, off and cooking. We can take that same approach, that same setup, and go into the colder months, the colder days like we have today, and get different results. And I don't want you to think when you do that, that your setup's off, your charcoal's off. No. The cold weather is the issue. The cold weather presents to us some challenges we've got to keep in mind every time we light it up. So today, let's talk about what some of those challenges are and what we need to do to overcome them so we can grill anywhere, any place, anytime. Welcome back to Daddy DIY Grilling. My name is Keith and I'm sure glad you stopped by today. In today's video, we're talking about why charcoal takes longer to light in the winter and what you can do to get a strong, clean burn even on the coldest days. If you've ever stared at a chimney starter wondering why that flame is struggling to climb, this is for you. When charcoal sits in cold weather, the inside of each briquette gets cold all the way through. The flame has to warm both the surface and the inside before it could really take off. This is why winter charcoal always looks like it's trying, but not quite catching. And don't forget your chimney starter is cold too. And when that first flame hits cold metal, it pulls heat faster than the fire can make it. It's like trying to warm up an old cast iron skillet. It takes a minute or two before anything happens. Until that metal heats up, your flame is working uphill. That cold air works like a sponge. It pulls heat away from the fire before the charcoal has a chance to climb. Even when the flame looks steady, the cold air is taking more heat than it does in the spring or summer. And that wind just makes everything worse. It knocks the flame around, keeps the fire from rising straight up, and strips heat off the top of the chimney. Even a light winter breeze can stall a fire that would normally take off in warmer weather. And like my granddaddy used to say, when that hawk is cutting out there, you better respect it, because cold wind will shut your fire down faster than anything. Cold charcoal often sweats the same way a cold soda sweats. That thin layer of moisture has to burn off before the fuel can truly light. It's subtle, but in winter, it makes a big difference in how long your chimney takes to get going. And when you add up cold charcoal, cold metal, cold air, and the wind, you get the ignition stall. The flame flickers, it burns, but it never climbs. And this is the moment most of us think something is wrong with the charcoal, when really the environment is just taking more than the fire can give. So if your chimney starter looks like it's trying, but never really getting going, or if it takes forever just to show a small flame, this is winter slowing everything down. There's nothing wrong with your technique. Winter just exposes what your fire is really fighting against. So in order to deal with these cold weather conditions, here's what we're gonna do. First, let's start by giving our chimney starter a little protection from the wind. Also, let's store our charcoal where it stays dry and out of the cold. And don't forget to be patient with the early part of the burn, because the colder it is, the more runway our fire needs. In the summer, the signs your charcoal is ready show up fast. Clean smoke, a strong glow underneath, and the flame starting to lick the top of the chimney. However, in the winter, those signs take longer, and the top flame may never look the same way it does in warm weather. So here's what to look for in cold weather. When your smoke cleans up on your chimney and you start to see that strong orange glow from below, you're in the flavor window. You don't have to wait for a big flame on top, and you don't have to wait for all your coals to ash over. Once those coals drop into the grill, the lid acts like an incubator and helps the fire really take off. Winter grilling isn't harder, it's just different. The cold makes you aware of what your fire really needs. And once you understand how winter affects heat, you can adjust and get steady results all season long. When you learn these winter rules, lighting charcoal becomes simple again. And if you're out here grilling in the cold weather like we are today, make sure you stay warm. We built our cold weather hoodies for days exactly like this one. They're thick, comfortable, and made for anyone who grills when most people stay inside. If you want to stay warm during your winter cooks, go ahead and grab you one. The link is down below. Winter grilling rewards a good setup and a steady hand. So give your charcoal a little extra support and protect your fire from the cold. And you'll see the difference right away. Thank you so much for watching Daddy DIY Grilling. Until next time, grill boldly, serve proudly, and enjoy the process. I want to give a big shout out to our channel members. It's because of your generous support that we're able to keep creating and sharing these grilling resources. You're a huge part of this community, and we couldn't do it without you.